Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to The Division. In light of the game's 2015 release, I want to start bringing you guys some slightly more regular content surrounding this game, in the same way that I did with Destiny, to bring you news, updates, information, detailed breakdowns where possible, rumours, and a good bit of theory crafting for good measure. Now, you may remember a couple of months back, I kicked things off with an Everything We Know video, which you can find a link to in both the description box down below and at the end of this video. But the aim of that video was to bring together most of the recent information surrounding that title. So if you need some background, then be sure to go and check that one out. For the time being, I'm going to drop a new Division video every week for you guys, so be sure to check back regularly. But with that out of the way, let's get started with today's video, classes. First up, how does the class structure in The Division actually work? Well, at its core, the game describes itself as an RPG. So with that, you can expect a wide array of player choice, but the typical class structure associated with RPGs is not something The Division is going to adopt, at least not in the conventional manner. The guys at Ubi have explained how they want to empower the player and allow them to make their own choices rather than being bound by the archetype they chose at the start of the game. With that in mind, The Division adopts a classless approach. So really, me saying this video is about classes is a little bit misleading, but allow me to explain. There will still be very clear playstyles that one would typically associate with RPG behaviour, but in this game it's entirely up to the player how they will progress their character or what skills or playstyle they'll adopt at any given moment. The key here, as previously mentioned, is player choice. Say for example, you set your character up in such a way so as to assist your team or squad going into battle, but the next encounter you're on your own and decide you need a more guns blazing approach. You can change, and this is where the classless approach comes in. While you may play as a role that could be categorised in a typical class structure, you are by no means bound by it. The playstyles you can and will pursue will be clear, but the way in which you pursue them can vary. The skills and talent trees you have are built to support this behaviour. Skills are arguably one of, if not the most important component in your agent's toolbox, and as and when we know more about how skills work, I will be sure to bring you a detailed breakdown of that specifically. But there is a concept known as skill modding, which allows players to further define and redefine their skills. Each skill has a tree with available skill mods, and these mods can boost both the core mechanics of the skill, such as damage dealt or health regenerated, etc., or the mods can completely change the nature or behaviour of a specific skill. For example, if you have a turret, you can turn it into a flamethrower. Skills such as the turret or the seeker mines are a lot more offensive, so in a typical class structure, these would be seen as the more DPS skills and gadgets, whereas something like the pulse is a much more tactical or support oriented ability. In addition to skills, you also have talents, which are designed to complement your skills and further enable you to define your player. So, if you take all of this and sum it up, what you effectively have is an open world RPG with a system that allows you to change your character on the fly to be viable in a wide array of situations. This doesn't mean that the notion of class-based gameplay is gone. On the contrary, you will likely fall into set roles when in combat, but the good thing is that you are free to change, and that is going to be really powerful further down the line. There is still so much more we still have yet to see with regards to classes, but for the time being, hopefully this has helped shed some light on the way classes, or the lack of, will work in The Division. But for the time being, that is it for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, then don't forget to hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, show your support, it does really help us out, and be sure to subscribe for daily gaming videos and much more from The Division over the coming weeks and months. Be sure to check back weekly as we continue to dive deeper into The Division and what it has to offer. But other than that, thanks for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.